Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Churchill Downs here on Saturday evening. It is the 15th of June 2024. Gonna look at the 7th race from Churchill, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. And I mean it around the world. Let's look at the 7th race from Churchill, which is a good one. It's the Chorleywood Stakes. It's an overnight stakes going for a purse of $175,000, race for 4-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 11 horses going 2,200 meters or a mile 3/8 on the Matt Wynn turf course. I'm going to take the 2-horse Web Slinger as a top selection. 2963 for me in the superfecta. 2963 super, top selection 2-horse Web Slinger. This 4-year-old gelding by Constitution. Mark Hassey trains. Jose Ortiz, who's having an incredible Churchill meeting, gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came in the Turf Classic here at Churchill Derby Day, a mile and 1/8 on the 4th of May, and he finished third by 2 lengths that day. He didn't get out of the gate so clearly. He was a little bit wide, but he was really gaining late. The race is a mile and a quarter. He really would have made the race interesting late, but he got around the race course well. I didn't think it was a half bad race. Refreshing finally to a longer trip for the first time, which I think he's been crying out for. I think he's sitting in a very good run here today, Two back, he ran on the 23rd of March at the Fairgrounds at mile and 1/8 on the turf course in the Grade 2 Muniz Memorial Classic. He finished third by 4 1/4 lengths. The winner, I'm Very Busy, is a decent horse, ran terrifically. This horse, he was stupidly wide that day, sat back early, but he had a good turn of foot. He's, like I said, just been crying out for that more distance. And then the Pegasus World Cup at Gulfstream, mile and 1/8 on the 27th of January. He didn't do a lot of running. He finished 6 by 3 lengths that day. He sat back early, had to be checked a few times, and he just couldn't get there. But he ran terrifically, I thought, in the Hollywood Derby prior to that over the mile and 1/8 at Del Mar, finishing second from a net, closing up from nowhere, stupidly wide, but again, a good race. His third place finish at 5-2 in the Twilight Derby wasn't bad. And, he got caught by program trading in the Saratoga Derby last summer at Saratoga, but again, he still ran his heart out. Back to a longer trip. He's training well in the dirt since the last race. I'm going to give him a shot. I think the North America debut of the 9-horse Winning Spirit could be a winning one for Christoph and Joel Rosario. It's kind of interesting that Joel's going to come to Kentucky to ride today instead of going to Monmouth or to Belmont at Aqueduct. So I just find it interesting that he's going to come here instead, because I think this horse has a lot of chance. His race in Germany in that conditions race at Baden over the mile and a half in August wasn't bad at all. He went by 2 1/4 lengths, and from cruise control with a high weight, he won quite easily. He never really got going in the German Derby at Hamburg over the mile and a half. He just never quickened up that day, but his race in the Italian Derby at Campanelle on very demanding ground wasn't bad at all. I think he's been crying out for fast ground. He's going to get it today, training incredibly well at Belmont. I'm going to give him a shot at 12-1, and don't throw out the Godolphin, the 6-horse Bulldog for Charlie Outby and Tyler Gaffleone. His race in the Louisville, I thought he just had to, he just wasn't comfortable that day after that horrible beginning. The race before that, the Elkhorn wasn't bad at all, and the City of Gold, he beat some good horses there at Maidan in March. Refreshing back here, he's won stateside, he's training well since the last race. Give him a shot here at 6-1, he could win, or 3-1. So, but to recap my selections for the 7th now from Churchill, it's the Chorleywood, gonna take the 2-horse Web Slinger, give kudos to the 9-horse Winning Spirit and the 6-horse Bold Act. Where are we? 2963 super, 296 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everyone.